All right, so you're getting ready for a sales manager interview,
Yeah.
and that's awesome. We're diving deep into RoleCatcher's resources.
Oh,
We got career guides, we got interview prep stuff, even some cool AI stuff that we'll get into a little bit later.
mm-hmm.
Think of this as like your shortcut to interview brilliance,
Right.
cutting through the noise and highlighting what really matters.
Mm.
So first things first, let's break down the sales manager landscape.
Yeah.
What is this role really about?
Mm.
And RoleCatcher paints a picture
Yeah,
that's more strategic than just closing deals.
absolutely. It's not just about selling anymore. It's about crafting those killer sales strategies, identifying the right clients, managing resources effectively.
Yeah.
And in today's world, you got to be tech savvy.
Oh, yeah. The digital world is upon us.
Yeah.
So let's tackle some of those tricky interview questions head on. Now, RoleCatcher gave us 7 common questions that we're going to break down.
Okay.
And we're not just going to talk about what to say,
Yeah.
but why you should say it.
Right.
So you can really nail those answers.
Sounds good.
So question number 1. How do you develop and implement a successful sales strategy?
Right.
I mean, what are they really looking for when they ask that?
Well, they want to see your big picture thinking. How do you analyze those market trends and turn them into a concrete action plan?
So they're not looking for a textbook answer here. They're looking for you to show that you've actually done this.
Right.
Give them a specific example, a time you spotted an opportunity
Uh-huh.
and the plan you created to capitalize on it. You saw a new market opening up,
Yeah,
or maybe a competitor stumbled. What did you do?
exactly. And be ready for a follow-up question like, what metrics would you use to measure the success of that strategy?
Oh, yeah, the metrics. So you've got to be ready to talk about those KPIs.
Yes.
Like conversion rates, customer acquisition, cost, revenue growth, all those lovely numbers.
You got to show them you understand how to track results and demonstrate the impact of your strategy.
Okay, question number 2 focuses on leadership. How do you motivate and lead a sales team to achieve their targets?
This is where your leadership style shines. Are you a coach? Are you a mentor? Are you more of a strategist? Show them what makes you tick as a leader.
A great way to do this is through a story. Think of a time you helped a struggling team member improve their performance.
Okay.
Did you offer extra coaching? Provide new resources? Maybe help them set some more realistic goals?
Yeah, and walk them through your process and the positive outcome.
Yeah, what was the result?
And don't forget, RoleCatcher emphasizes fostering a positive work environment.
Right.
Clear expectations, recognizing achievements, open communication. That's what fuels a high-performing sales team.
And they might dig a little deeper and say, what's your approach to dealing with conflict within a team?
Ooh, that's a good one.
So be prepared to talk about
Yeah,
that.
you got to show them you can handle those tough situations, with empathy and professionalism. Be prepared to discuss how you identify the root cause of the conflict, facilitate open dialogue, and find a solution that benefits everyone involved.
Okay, question number 3. How do you build and maintain strong relationships with clients?
Think about what makes you stand out in building those relationships. Are you naturally relationship-focused? Or do you excel at delivering results? Share a specific story of going above and beyond for a client and how it strengthened that bond.
And RoleCatcher also emphasizes building trust and understanding client needs.
Oh, absolutely.
So don't forget to mention that.
Yeah.
Now imagine they throw this one at you. How do you handle a demanding client who's constantly pushing for discounts or special treatment?
That's when your negotiation skills come in. Be prepared to discuss how you balance maintaining that positive relationship while upholding company policies and pricing structures.
You got to be client-centric, but also firm when you need to be.
Exactly.
All right, question number 4. How do you identify and pursue new business opportunities?
Okay, so here they want to see that you're proactive and strategic, not just waiting for opportunities to land in your lap. Did you spot a gap in the market or discover a new way to approach a client segment?
And remember, tie your response back to the company's goals.
Yes.
Do your research beforehand.
Absolutely.
Look at their mission, their values. RoleCatcher actually provides some great guidance on aligning new opportunities with a company's vision.
They do. A good follow-up question might be, how do you qualify a lead to determine if it's worth pursuing?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
This is about demonstrating your sales acumen and your ability to prioritize.
So showcase your knowledge of those lead qualification frameworks like BANT or MEDIC.
Yeah, those are good ones.
Budget authority, need timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Metrics, economic buyer, decision criteria, decision process, identify pain champion.
They'd love to hear those acronyms.
All right, question number 5 brings us to the data side of sales. How do you use data to inform sales decisions? Time to flaunt those analytical skills.
Yes.
Tell them how you analyze data, how you identify trends, and how you use that information to make strategic decisions. So share a story. Maybe you use data to improve a sales process or to revive a lagging campaign.
Yeah, give them specifics.
Did you analyze conversion rates, identify bottlenecks, optimize your sales funnel?
Be specific and give concrete examples.
Mm-hmm.
A potential follow-up could be, what are some key sales metrics you track and how do you use them to measure performance?
So be prepared to talk about those metrics. Sales cycle length, win rates, customer lifetime value churn rate, all the good stuff.
You got it.
Question number 6, how do you manage sales pipelines and forecasting?
Right, this one's all about understanding sales cycles, forecasting methods, and identifying potential risks.
So choose an example of a successful forecast and explain the steps you took to ensure accuracy.
Okay.
Was it a new product launch or a seasonal campaign? What data points and market trends did you consider?
A good follow-up question might be, how do you adjust your forecasts based on changing market conditions or unexpected events?
Well, that's a good one.
You know, things happen.
Things happen. You got to be able to think on your feet.
Absolutely.
Show them you can adjust your strategy and make those data-driven decisions in dynamic situations. Okay, last one of these 7 questions. Okay, this one's about financial savvy. How do you develop and manage sales budgets?
All right, so this is your chance to highlight your ability to create a budget that hits those sales targets while staying within those financial constraints.
Share a story about a time you created a budget that achieved sales targets while being resourceful and efficient. Did you have to prioritize certain initiatives or find creative ways to stretch that budget?
Exactly. Be ready for those potential follow-up questions like, how do you track and control expenses throughout the budget cycle?
Oh yeah, they're going to want to know that you're paying attention to the details.
Right.
So now let's talk about how RoleCatcher's AI can take your interview prep to the next level.
Okay.
I mean, their platform analyzes job descriptions, identifies keywords, and suggests tailored responses.
It's like having a personalized coach in your pocket.
I love that. You can even practice answering interview questions via video and receive AI-powered feedback on your content and your delivery.
That's pretty cool.
I know. Imagine that. It's like having a mock interview with an expert, helping you refine your answers and boost your confidence.
And it's all tailored to the job you're applying for.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Okay. We've covered those 7 common sales manager interview questions, but now let's talk about the career path itself.
Okay.
RoleCatcher's Career Guide outlines a pretty clear trajectory from entry-level sales rep to senior sales manager. But it's essential to think long-term. You know, where do you see yourself going in this field?
Absolutely.
Do you have your sights set on becoming a VP of sales?
Yeah.
Let them know.
Let them know.
And consider certifications like Certified Sales Professional or Certified Professional Sales Leader.
Those are valuable.
Yeah, those can add some weight to your resume.
For sure.
They show potential employers that you are dedicated to professional development and you are staying at the forefront of the sales industry.
Right. You're committed to excellence.
All right, ready to explore the future of sales
Yes.
and how to frame your answers with a force for good mindset.
Let's do it.
Okay, it's time to shift from just acing the interview to thinking about the bigger picture of your sales career.
I like it. So the sales world's constantly changing, right?
Always.
To truly impress in that interview, you need to show you're not just keeping up, but you're ahead of the game.
So what trends should our listeners be aware of? What's going to make those interviewers' eyes light up?
Well, one that's impossible to ignore is the explosion of digital sales and e-commerce.
Yeah.
I mean, the pandemic was like rocket fuel for this shift.
It really was.
And it's only gaining momentum.
So brushing up on your social media skills is not just for fun anymore.
Yeah.
It's essential.
Absolutely. Sales managers need to be digitally fluent. They need to be comfortable using all those digital tools to connect with customers, build relationships, and ultimately drive sales.
Right. So think social media marketing, SEO, e-commerce platforms, the whole 9 yards.
The whole shebang.
It's like learning a new language.
It is.
The language of online sales.
Exactly. And just as important as digital fluency is data analytics.
Okay.
We touched on it earlier, but it's worth emphasizing again because data is king in the sales world.
Data's king.
Those who know how to use data effectively have a serious advantage. It's not just about gut feelings anymore. It's about making smart, data-driven decisions.
So sales managers need to be able to analyze data.
Yes.
Spot trends, and extract those golden nuggets of insight.
They need to be comfortable working with CRM systems, marketing, automation tools, and other data analytics platforms.
It sounds a little intimidating.
They can be.
But I bet RoleCatcher has some resources on this, too.
Oh, they do. Their Career Compass feature is great for exploring different skills needed in sales.
I love that feature.
And it's not just about technical skills, it's also about those soft skills like communication, problem solving, and adaptability.
Those are always in demand.
Right.
No matter how much technology changes.
Speaking of technology, we can't forget about the rising force of artificial intelligence.
Oh, yeah. AI is everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's not just about RoleCatcher using AI to help you with your job search.
Right.
AI is also transforming the sales process itself.
So from chatbots handling customer questions to algorithms predicting sales trends, AI is becoming a key player on sales teams.
Absolutely. And that means sales managers need to know how to use AI effectively.
So they need to see those opportunities for automating tasks, boosting efficiency, and personalizing the customer experience.
It's about working smarter, not harder, and AI can be a powerful tool for doing just that.
Okay, and finally, let's talk about the ever-increasing focus on customer experience.
Yes.
I mean, in today's world where customers have endless choices,
Right.
a fantastic customer experience isn't just a nice bonus, it's essential. Absolutely. Customers are more empowered than ever, and if they don't feel valued, they'll quickly jump ship to another brand.
They'll go somewhere else.
So sales managers need to be all about building strong relationships with clients, providing personalized experiences, and consistently exceeding expectations.
It's about moving from that transactional mindset
Yeah.
to a relationship-focused approach.
It's about building loyalty and turning customers into raving fans.
Raving fans, I love it.
So to recap, the future of sales is all about embracing harnessing the power of data leveraging AI and making those customers feel like royalty.
I like that, making them feel like royalty. So these trends are shaping the sales landscape, and understanding them will not only help you nail that interview, but also set you up for success in your sales career.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about how to weave this sales as a force for good idea into your interview responses.
Okay.
It's about showcasing your passion for helping customers succeed, not just closing deals.
So you're not just a sales machine. You're a problem solver who genuinely cares about making a positive impact.
Exactly. When you believe in the value you bring, that authenticity shines through, and interviewers can spot it a mile away.
So how would you suggest weaving this into an answer about, say, your biggest sales achievement?
Okay, so instead of just focusing on the numbers, like how much revenue you generated, talk about the positive impact you had on the customer. Did you help them streamline their operations, increase their profits, or reach new markets?
So it's about shifting the focus from, I closed $1 million deal, to, I helped this company achieve X and Y by doing Z.
Precisely. You're still showcasing your accomplishments, but you're framing them in a way that emphasizes the value you brought to the customer.
I love that.
Yeah.
And what if they ask about a time you failed to close a deal?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, that can be a tricky one.
Honesty is key here. Don't shy away from the experience. But instead of dwelling on the failure, focus on what you learned from it.
Okay.
Did you discover the product wasn't a good fit for the client? Or did you realize you needed to refine your approach?
So it's about turning a negative into a positive by showcasing your growth mindset and willingness to learn from your mistakes.
Exactly. And even though you didn't close that particular deal, you gained valuable knowledge and experience that will make you a stronger sales manager moving forward.
Okay, now before we move on to practical tips for interview prep, let's touch on one more thing.
Yeah.
How can aspiring sales managers find companies that share this force for good mindset?
That's a great question. It all comes down to research.
Research.
Don't just focus on the company's products or services. Dig into their culture, their values, and their commitment to social responsibility.
So look for companies that are actively involved in their communities, prioritize sustainability, or have a mission that aligns with your own values.
Reading employee reviews on sites like Glassdoor can be really helpful. It gives you a glimpse into what it's actually like to work there.
So it's like doing a background check on a company's soul.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And don't hesitate to ask about these things during the interview process. Inquire about their diversity and inclusion initiatives, their environmental impact, or their philanthropic efforts.
So it's your chance to see if they walk the walk, not just talk the talk.
Right. If a company's values genuinely align with yours, it will be evident in everything they do, from their website to their interview process to how they treat their employees.
So trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is.
Absolutely. Finding the right company fit is just as crucial as landing the right job title.
All right, we've covered a ton of ground today, from decoding the sales manager role to tackling those tricky interview questions and even exploring the future of sales.
We have. It's been quite a journey.
But before we wrap up, we want to equip you with one more tool for success.
Okay, what is it?
It's something we've touched on throughout this deep dive.
Okay.
But it's worth emphasizing again, RoleCatcher's AI features can truly revolutionize your job search.
They can.
I'm a big fan of their AI-powered resume builder.
Me too.
It takes the guesswork out of tailoring your resume to specific jobs.
It's like having a personal resume writer who analyzes job descriptions, identifies keywords, and suggests improvements to make your resume stand out.
I know, and their interview prep tool is a game changer. You can practice answering questions and get personalized feedback on your content and delivery.
It's like having a mock interview with an expert who pinpoints areas for improvement and helps you polish your interview skills.
All from the comfort of your own home and on your own schedule. It's amazing.
It really is. So if you haven't already, head over to RoleCatcher's website and sign up for a free account.
Yeah.
You won't regret it.
It's an investment in your future, and with their AI-powered tools by your side, you'll be well on your way to landing that dream sales manager role.
Absolutely. We have no doubt that you have the potential to excel in this field.
And remember, sales can be a force for good.
Yes.
It's about building genuine relationships, solving problems, and creating value for your customers.
So as you embark on this exciting journey, remember to stay curious, stay informed, and stay true to your values.
Okay, now let's shift gears and talk about some practical tips for prepping for that sales manager interview. We've covered the questions, the trends, the mindset, but what else can our listeners do to ensure they knock it out of the park?
Okay, first and foremost, research the company thoroughly.
Okay.
Go beyond just skimming their website. Delve into their mission values, products, target market competitors, recent news, and announcements.
It's like preparing for a first date.
It is.
You wouldn't just show up without knowing anything about the person, right?
Exactly. Now, once you've done your research, it's time to prepare your stories.
Okay.
Remember, stories are incredibly powerful. They help you connect with the interviewer on a personal level and bring your experiences to life.
I love a good story.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Think back to your previous roles and pinpoint specific situations where you demonstrated the skills they're looking for in a sales manager.
So, for example, if they're seeking a strong leader, recall a time you successfully motivated a team to achieve a challenging goal.
Right. If data-driven is their jam, highlight an instance where you used data to make a strategic decision that positively impacted the company.
Love it. And remember to practice telling these stories out loud, using the STAR method to structure your responses.
That's a great tip. The STAR method stands for situation, task, action, and result.
Okay.
It helps you tell your stories in a clear, concise, and captivating way.
It's like crafting a mini-movie in the interviewer's mind.
Exactly. Now, once your stories are ready, practice answering those common interview questions. We've covered them in detail.
Yeah.
But practicing out loud, whether in front of a mirror or with a friend, can make a world of difference.
The more you practice, the more confident and natural you'll sound during the real interview. It's like rehearsing for a play.
It is.
The more you practice, the smoother your performance will be.
Absolutely. Now, one question that often catches people off guard is the salary question.
Oh, yeah, that one.
You're almost guaranteed to be asked about your salary expectations, so be prepared with a well-researched answer.
Don't just throw out a number randomly. Research salary ranges for similar roles in your area using sites like Glassdoor or Salary Commerce.
Those are good resources.
Yeah, and remember, be ready to negotiate.
Yes.
Don't undervalue yourself, know your worth, and be prepared to advocate for it.
I like it. Now, beyond the content of your answers, your overall presentation matters too.
Yeah.
First impressions are everything.
Everything.
Dress professionally, arrive on time or even a few minutes early, and be polite and respectful to everyone you encounter, from the receptionist to the interviewer.
Everyone.
During the interview, make eye contact, smile, and project confidence. Remember to listen attentively and engage with the interviewer. It's a conversation, not a monologue.
And don't forget to ask thoughtful questions.
Yes.
Asking questions shows you're curious, engaged, and genuinely interested in the opportunity.
It also gives you a chance to learn more about the company and whether it's a place where you'd thrive.
Okay, ready for some bonus tips?
Hit me.
These are those little things that can make a big difference.
Okay, I'm listening.
First, send a thank you note after the interview. It's a simple gesture, but it shows you appreciate their time and consideration.
And it keeps you top of mind as they're making their decision.
Second follow-up, if you haven't heard back within a reasonable time frame, it's okay to be persistent, but always be polite and professional.
Good advice. And finally, remember to be yourself.
Yes.
Let your personality shine through and don't try to be someone you're not. Authenticity is key.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
So to sum it up, prepping for a sales manager interview takes time and effort, but it's an investment in your future. By following these tips and leveraging resources like RoleCatcher, you can increase your chances of landing that dream job and embarking on a rewarding career in sales.
Absolutely. And remember, the sales profession is dynamic and ever-evolving.
Yeah.
Those who embrace change, prioritize learning, and focus on building genuine relationships will be the ones who thrive.
So go out there, be authentic, be bold, and make your mark on the world of sales.
Now, as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of sales manager interviews, we want to leave you with one final thought.
Something to ponder as you continue on your journey.
The sales profession is often perceived as a highly competitive and individualistic field. But what if we reimagine sales as a collaborative and purpose-driven pursuit?
Okay.
What if, instead of just focusing on closing deals, we focused on building genuine relationships, solving problems, and creating value for our customers?
What if we saw sales as a way to make a positive impact on the world, one customer at a time?
That's a powerful thought.
It is.
It's a reminder that sales can be so much more than just a transaction.
It can be a way to connect with people, to build trust, and make a real difference.
That's the kind of sales manager we believe in.
And that's the kind of sales manager we believe you can be.
So go out there, embrace the challenge, and make your mark on the world of sales.
We've talked about aligning sales with purpose and, making a positive impact. But how can aspiring sales managers actually find those companies that truly embodies those values?
That's where your detective skills come in. It's all about research.
Okay.
And going beyond the surface. Don't just focus on a company's products or services. You got to dig deeper into their culture, their values, and their commitment to social responsibility.
So it's like finding a company whose heart is in the right place.
Exactly. Look for companies that are actively involved in their communities.
Yeah.
Prioritize sustainability, or have a mission that really resonates with your own values.
And reading employee reviews on sites like Glassdoor can be super helpful too.
Oh, absolutely. Those reviews can offer insights into the company culture and whether it aligns with your own.
Yeah, you get a feel for whether it's a place where you'd feel valued and fulfilled.
It's like checking the company's vibe before you even walk through the door.
Exactly.
Don't be afraid to ask about these things during the interview process.
Okay.
Inquire about their diversity and inclusion initiatives, their environmental impact, maybe their philanthropic efforts.
So it's your chance to see if they walk the walk, not just talk the talk.
Right. If a company's values genuinely align with yours, it will be evident in everything they do, from their website to their interview process to how they treat their employees.
So trust your gut. If something feels off,
Yeah.
it probably is.
Absolutely. Finding the right company fit is just as crucial as landing the right job title.
Okay, we've covered a ton of ground today. From decoding the sales manager role
We have.
to tackling those tricky interview questions and even exploring the future of sales.
It's been quite a journey.
But before we wrap up, we want to equip you with one more tool for success.
Okay. I'm listening. What is it?
It's something we've touched on throughout this deep dive,
Right.
but it's worth emphasizing again. RoleCatcher's AI features can truly revolutionize your job search.
Yeah, they can.
I'm a big fan of their AI-powered resume builder.
Me too. It's like having a personal resume writer
Right.
who analyzes job descriptions, identifies keywords, and suggests improvements to make your resume stand out.
And their interview prep tool is a game changer. You can practice answering questions
Yeah.
and get personalized feedback on your content and delivery.
It's like having a mock interview with an expert who pinpoints areas for improvement and helps you polish your interview skills.
All from the comfort of your own home and on your own schedule.
It really is. So if you haven't already, head over to RoleCatcher's website and sign up for a free account.
Do it.
You won't regret it.
It's an investment in your future, and with their AI-powered tools by your side, you'll be well on your way to landing that dream sales manager role.
Absolutely. We have no doubt that you have the potential to excel in this field.
And remember, sales can be a force for good.
Yes.
It's about building genuine relationships, solving problems, and creating value for your customers.
So as you embark on this exciting journey, remember to stay curious, stay informed, and stay true to your values.
That's it for this episode of The Deep Dive. We hope you found this deep dive into the world of sales manager interviews insightful and empowering.
Good luck with your job search. And remember, RoleCatcher is here to support you every step of the way.
Until next time, stay curious and keep diving deep.
Oh.